Hey guys, Chaps here, and I am joined by Dodger and CJ, or I guess RetroTypes is your Twitter handle.
Indeed.
I unfortunately don't have a Microsoft store near me that has Escape available to play. Neither does Dodger, but he drove 6 hours to do it in Orlando.
I made it in like 5:45.
Nice. CJ, how far were you?
I'm like an hour and change from it, so
Okay, cool.
not too bad.
Easy money.
So these two guys got to go play Escape at the Microsoft store. So we wanted to talk a little bit about their experience that they had while playing, and then there's also some other stuff that we got to see just from the menus and just general things that we wanted to talk about. So let's hop into some discussion. Let's start with the difficulties. So there's eight different difficulties: beginner, intermediate, experienced, advanced, elite, insane, inconceivable, and master. Basically, it's adding each of the 7 mutators, and then not having any mutators is beginner. So what difficulties did you guys play on?
Basically all of them. I didn't go over insane unless it was master.
So you didn't do inconceivable, basically?
I didn't do insane or inconceivable,
Okay.
basically. The furthest I completed it was it the 4? Elite?
Advanced.
Or is it advanced?
Advanced, then elite.
The one with 4.
Then elite is after advanced, then insane. At least
then inconceivable,
yeah.
And then all of them is master. So yeah, the 4 would be elite.
Oh yeah, having 4 on is elite. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it was stronger enemies, so they could hit harder. There was more of them. There was the ammo starvation, and then the aggressive venom and stuff like that, because we were able just to kind of still keep ahead of the venom and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'll talk about master at a later time, but yeah.
Hey Dodger, can you tilt your webcam down a little bit, just so that I don't just get your chin in up on some of the stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so you said you did tougher enemies, stronger enemies, and regen?
No, I did more damage. So like they had the
strong,
no double health. They
Stronger
had
enemies.
more damage, more of them,
more enemies, okay.
Ammo starvation, and then the
venom.
The venom.
Okay, so the ones you missed were, at least on that run, were Iron Man, enemy regen, which makes so they regen health, and tougher enemies, which is they have more health. So you guys did end up playing with Iron Man on eventually. At least Dodger did.
Yes. Well, it was by myself for that one.
Oh,
so
okay.
The Iron Man thing was.
I was curious how that worked. Like.
Well, I mean.
I did revive a couple people. If you want me to talk about that.
You revived them?
Yeah. So
with Iron Man.
No.
Did you?
I was just Iron Man. All Iron Man does is make it where you can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's like in the safe rooms, right?
No. So it's just like Left 4 Dead, where you would just find like a random shack and you'd open a door and they'd be in there. When someone dies, you'll get a little like the little ping on your screen. Like
icon.
You'll see you'll see the icon for the end, and then you'll also see a new one that says, "Hey, player's over there." And if you go over there, you'll find like a little swarm egg sack. And you go over there and hit B, you do a little animation, you rip them open, and they pop back out, and then they can play again.
Yeah, and it's forward in the encounter, so it's unless like you're at the very end, then their swarm pod is probably already in the venom and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you can, like, keep on going.
I saw in some of the footage there was like they had to cut someone out of a swarm pod. I wasn't paying attention to the footage completely, so at first I was like, wait, how did they get in that swarm pod? But I guess that's it. They died and spawned in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Iron Man, it doesn't do it. Like, they still get downed. It's not like an insta kill. Like, they still get down. You can still revive them, however, if they do die.
So, what about Inconceivable, Insane, and Master? Can you go down in those?
Yes.
Okay, because I know that was a thing in Gears, the other games, where like on the higher difficulties you couldn't go down but not out. You just died instantly. So
yeah.
No, because I know when we played on Master even, yeah, we all went down.
Okay.
Yeah, just really, really fast.
Yeah.
Instantaneously.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about the classes a little bit. So
Okay.
I see that there's you can select up to 5 cards, but you need to level up the classes first. It sounds just like Horde in Gears 4. Cards are upgraded just like Gears 4. You can earn them by playing, or you can craft new ones. You guys want to actually talk about that? Before we started recording, you guys were talking about the different level cards you were seeing.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's just set like that in this demo or what, but the host player, player 1 had way higher cards than the guests that are on each console. So
I imagine the host was like earning cards as they played, so they could keep upgrading it. But
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you played, I'm guessing you earn cards by leveling up, or I guess with like the store, but a lot of things were blocked out. And to level up, I don't know if there was like the picture sent, but yeah.
Yeah, they made it like
2
billion
billion,
XP.
147 million like
Oh,
XP and
okay.
stuff like that. And we were getting like maybe like 1,000 or so we weren't leveling up.
Yeah. By the way,
For that demo.
I haven't shown you guys the overlay yet, but I'm gonna have like our faces up and I'm gonna have some gameplay going. But then you guys
Yeah.
took some pictures while you were there, so I'm also gonna throw some of those up on the screen.
Mostly CJ.
Yeah, mostly CJ's pictures.
I took a
I
blush,
was like, oh.
which... Sorry if a couple
I
of
was
them
like,
were
oh.
blurry. My phone wouldn't autofocus right. Kept having to click the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
I mean, the master one is like the best one out of all of them. Like
Yeah.
it's like perfectly clear. It's like yeah.
So let's see.
Oh, it also pulsates, like the
Oh,
little
really?
swarm things.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you craft cards. Says you earn better cards on higher difficulties, but I guess you guys didn't get to see that there.
Yeah. I mean,
The classes you can choose, or you can choose your class, but they have a set passive ability and a set active ability, so you can't actually like choose a character and then choose abilities for them, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The only thing you get to choose is, in the full game, you'll get to choose the loadout, and then which of the cards you use.
So what about? So on the loadout, can you actually change which weapon you spawn with? Like between the 3 pistols that they showed?
not in the demo.
Okay.
Yeah, in the demo you couldn't. Maybe you can, or maybe the pistols might be unique to each one, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the pistols, but like since there are, the 2 weapons and the grenade options, like maybe when you're leveling up, maybe one of the cards is have a primary at the start,
Yeah.
and you could choose which primary you want. It'll probably be like a weak one, like the enforcer or whatnot. But
Okay. Before we move on to the next topic, there were only 3 classes there. You guys, we'll talk about gameplay a lot more later, but in general, what did you think of the classes?
Definitely on ammo starvation, you really want a Keegan guy, the ammo resupplier. That's always
Yeah.
good. I played as Mac a lot.
The shield guy?
And he got shield guy. But I did like Lanny's, the melee, the electric dagger lady. I played her a couple of times. But,
Yeah, I played her exclusively. She was really cool.
Is there any indication as to like how that works? Because it's very different from what we're used to in Gears, having like someone with an electric blade running around.
Well,
I mean, like,
retro if you want.
basically once you have your ult up and you press it, you put all your guns away, and all you can do is melee. I'm pretty sure.
No, you can actually you can still shoot.
You
though.
can, okay. I actually didn't try. I just only ever
Yeah,
saw
right.
the knife.
You want it. You just keep on pressing the melee button. You're just like.
But like,
Right.
is it a special like electric knife, or is there a battery pack, or like?
It's more like she just becomes electrified almost entirely.
Like her arm, I think it's maybe something on her arm or something, but like electrifies her knife, and she's like.
Yeah, that's.
doing
I wasn't sure if she
and
had some
whatnot.
sort of like mech thing, or if it was straight up like Destiny Arc Blade. It's like, no, I'm infused
Oh
with
no,
electricity.
like it's something on her arm
Okay.
that does it.
Okay, cool. Because I was like,
And so,
that's
like-
really weird.
her normal, like, even when you're not ulting, tell me if Dodge, you can tell me if this is the same for everyone else or not. But I know for her, when you melee, you can actually do a double melee. So like you can do,
Yes.
if you hit something, you go like pop pop and
Yeah,
do a
pop,
quick
pop.
yeah. So, but
Did you have to time that?
No, I was just mashing the button.
Yeah, you just mash it.
Okay.
But after you do 2, it makes you wait.
Okay.
Yep.
When she's ulting, it does not. You just pop, 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 pop.
So,
So
speaking of melees, in the videos we've seen, if you're able to sneak up behind the rejects, you get, I think it's like the execution symbol or something. You can do that like special execution assassination type thing on them.
You just press B, yep.
Yeah, and
you can also do that on Swarm that if you're able to sneak up on them, yep.
Okay, so you can assassinate the Swarm dudes like that?
Yep.
Okay, I have
That's usually
I can
on...
never sneak up on them. I'm surprised.
Well, I accidentally did it though. It was on that first encounter, like when you go to like the rejects and then that little off path to the left, that first one, Retro, like with the 2 or 3, depending on if you had more enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One guy was like right next to the cover, and I like jumped over because I thought I could like mantle kick him, which you can do.
Did you miss?
Yeah, I missed because he was way off and stuff like that. But then I pressed B, just like a panic one, and I did the execution. Like I flipped him around and I stabbed him on top of
So you think that's going to be in multiplayer? Like, I mean, like Halo has their assassinations. If you come up behind somebody, you can assassinate them.
I mean, that would add.
That could be. Oh, jeez.
That would be cool.
I mean.
Because like
you couldn't just shoot me with the Nasher, you're not confident in your ability just to one shot me. You just,
well, I mean, think about like I think it was Halo Reach introduced it. It's like you could just melee them to kill them, but then it's like there's the extended execution or extended assassination that's just like I'm gonna shove it in your face. So I could see that in multiplayer, but like
I wonder if you'll be able to counter it though.
Yeah, because like Horde and Campaign,
you can counter a mantle kick.
Yeah, but like
or a reach around or a reach over.
Horde, Campaign, reach around. Horde, Campaign, and Escape all seem like they're gonna have the like their awareness type thing. Like you can only assassinate them if they're unaware of you. But in multiplayer, I'm afraid that like, I'm just gonna roll past you, turn around, and melee you type thing.
Right.
Well, I mean, like with the aware thing, but like sometimes when like the rejects are attacking, like let's say they go after another player, you go up behind them, you can do execution on the rejects. I don't know if it's the same with the Swarm and stuff like that. Never got to that point. But like when a reject's going after another player and you're behind them, you can do an execution.
Interesting. Speaking of executions, one of the things I'll throw up on screen that we saw were the blood sprays. And it...
I thought you were talking about executions.
No, we'll get to that in a minute. The blood sprays show, like... I guess it's only on executions that you perform, right? And it's a different...
Possibly, yeah.
It's a different, like, pool of blood on the ground after you kill them. So what we've just seen the default one and the Phoenix Omen one, right?
Yeah, that's all they had, because I changed mine to the Phoenix Omen in the menu.
And I don't think it's when you do execute, I think it's when you die.
You think it's when you get executed?
Yeah, because I did see that, because one of our guys got executed by a Swarm guy. Or like they were like in a brawl or something where like they were like mashing B and like the Swarm was on top of them. But then like they died, and when I went over to like try to save them, like there was already like that blood splatter on.
Interesting. I figured because you set it per weapon, right? So I think you set it per weapon.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misread the video.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, maybe it's just when you die then. Interesting.
Possibly.
The other customization option we saw or another one of them was marks. So it looked like it was just the different suits of cards right now, right? The different, like, so you can have a heart or a diamond or a spade or whatever above people's...
Or a club,
or a club. Above people's heads when you mark them. I mean, that's kind of interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I was hearting people.
Nice. But then the really exciting one is you can choose which execution you want to use on each weapon.
So there will be multiple executions.
Yeah. And, like, and when you select which one you want to use, it shows you a little preview of it.
I just remember something, but yeah, go.
And so, showing the blood splatter one, I'm guessing I'm probably going to throw up that, like, club mace axe type thing. But the other one that's really cool, which our buddy Dodger here was able to get a video of, is you want to talk through it a little bit because it's a really cool execution.
The cryo cannon. Yeah, that one you can get in like the first like big encounter or whatnot in the escape in the hive one, and it's you would just kind of like scoop them up almost like where you stick them.
It's like the drop shot basically, where you kind of stick them with it and then hold it up.
Yeah, I mean it's similar to that in like the mulcher where like you kind of stick them but you don't spin them around or whatnot. But you hold them up. You shoot the liquid nitrogen or whatever they use to cool them, so like they get frozen, and then you smash them down and they shatter.
It's really cool.
But what I will say about executions, though, I tried this, and it is disheartening. You cannot switch weapons while you're holding B for execution.
So
you can't. So you
can't do the weapon
for the first time ever.
But
for the first time ever in Gears of War, you cannot switch weapons while executing, so you can't have like the specialized executions.
But that was always, I mean, you were really good at it, but it was always really difficult to do on host or on local matches. It was,
but no, like when like you're holding B to execute because it's like the little like.
It doesn't even come up.
You can't switch weapons at all.
Oh come on!
So you can't do it.
TC, if you're watching this, please change.
Please, I'm gonna be tweeting them after this.
Alright.
It provides no unfair advantage, and it's been in every single Gears, as long as there's been weapon executions. I mean, come on.
While we're on the, like, menu type thing, I just wanted to run through a couple of the options that we saw in the start menu. CJ got a bunch of pictures of it, and I've seen a lot of people talking about it online. But some of the ones that stood out to me was, one, there's a kill cam option that you can turn on and off.
Yeah.
Did you guys die at all and get to see the kill cam thing?
I
no.
died plenty of times, but I never got a kill cam.
I think that's only for multiplayer.
Yeah, that was my guess. There's fully mappable buttons, so you can change like A to be whatever you want, or you can't change like I want this action to be this button, but you can change this button to another button.
Yeah.
There's minimap rotation, so a new thing is the minimap in the bottom corner, which that's kind of cool, but you can change, I guess, what is it, to always have north be up or whatever?
On the top,
Yeah, basically.
Or facing your direction. You can turn off auto reload. That's been a really highly requested feature. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, I saw that and literally, like, I was like, out loud, I just went, yes! And all the dudes looked at me like, what? I was like, they would disable the auto reload! Everyone looked at me like I was crazy.
I would love to have that off in most cases, but like the single shot weapons, like a boom shot or a long shot or whatever, I'd love to have it on just because it does save some time for you.
Yeah, that is like that was one thing. Like because I immediately turned it off once I saw that you could, and then as soon as I was using the boom shot, I kept like waiting, and I was like, oh wait, I have to hit the button now.
Yeah.
So those are instances where I wish you could do single shots, keep it on, and otherwise off. But I mean, I'll still take what I can get.
I'd love for them to update that option to either like on, off, or like semi, where semi is just like single shot weapons, it auto reloads. That'd be nice.
In a dream world, you could set it per gun. But...
Yeah. There's damage, like the health bars, hit markers, damage numbers, and stuff like that. You're able to toggle off. We'll talk about those more when we get to gameplay. Those are really cool though. And then a lot of accessibility options. One that really stood out to me, though, was the button tap challenges, hold versus tap. And I'm guessing that's things like chainsaw duels where you could like hold the button instead of tapping it.
I would hope not.
My guess is they're doing that for accessibility type things.
True.
But I also imagine that it would be like a tap, like the way they would have it coded in the back is like tap, tap, tap. So it's like it is tapping it, but it's really slow.
If you do that option.
Right. Yeah, I imagine you would lose to someone who's doing it manually.
Yeah. Though there is something like on that same area, like target lock on beginner difficulty. I I kind of like. I guess I went over that because if I saw that, I definitely would have tried to use that just to see like how it goes on beginner difficulty.
I mean, I've played
Like,
some
like
games.
it would be like auto aim, pop, 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 pop.
So
I've
it
played
was
some
on for
games
me
that do
by
that.
default. Yeah, so I was when I first started, like I just wanted to try with nothing on. I just wanted to take a look at the map,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
go easy mode on it. So I was on beginner, and I hit L, and my guy just like almost 90 degrees went and aimed right at the guy's head, and as long as I held L, it wouldn't get off his head. He
Oh
was
my
moving around, and
God.
my cursor followed his head, right? So I'm like, are you kidding me? They made this way too easy.
Can
so
you-
I was just LR.
Dude,
'Cause
alright. One, imagine having training wheels like that for multiplayer. And
Oh my gosh.
two, imagine if someone starts modding the game and can mod that to be on in multiplayer.
I mean, it's in the game.
yeah.
Right? I mean, it's already built in. It's kind of scary.
Oh,
The
man.
bot's already in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
But
something I gotta
the
watch
one
out
right
for.
below that, I don't know if you're gonna show that picture or not.
Yeah,
but
I'll
it's
have it up.
Fabricator ping. So
That's in-
Fabricator.
That's in Gears 4. Oh, yeah, so it does confirm the Fabricator.
Yeah, Fabricator ping. It's back.
Yep. Is there anything else from the or not the start menu, but like the options menu you wanted to go through?
No, but a little quick thing on the start menu. Kate does blink.
Yeah, I actually had that in my
Yep.
notes. Kate blinks. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So
Dodger, did you get to take a look at the other button layouts?
oh yeah.
Oh no, I did not.
So I really want to know if there's one with a dedicated roll button or not.
Yeah.
There's an in-game friends list now.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And there is a server browser.
Yeah.
Which looks like it may have been confirmed for all modes, but I'm not sure.
It is.
Okay.
For all modes. Yep.
So, Dodger, one thing you saw during, I think is when you were looking at the in-game friends list, is that playing with friends increases honor?
Yeah. For versus campaign and horde, not escape. It doesn't say that.
Interesting. So, that might be a typo or a mistake on their part. But, so I guess us talking, we kind of think that, or at least I do, think that it might be similar to, I'm just going to use Fortnite because I used to play that a lot, but when you, they have the different seasons, I'm guessing that's what the Tours of Duty are, where it's, you have all these different seasons and you rank up each one, and having increased honor will basically mean if you play with your friends, a larger party size means that you gain honor faster and you can level up faster.
Mm-hmm.
So, that might be what that is.
Yeah, I mean,
There are two different, I guess, consumables or like currency, that I saw.
Yeah, iron and
so
scrap.
maybe. Oh, it's iron and scrap. Okay.
Yeah, so
So-
scrap is just like Gears 4. Iron
The normal.
is, they're like V-Bucks to continue with the Fortnite thing, whereas you purchase iron. They haven't decided whether or not it's going to be earnable in-game, but anything that you get with iron will be direct purchase. It's not to buy RNG packs.
yeah.
Yay.
So I'm thinking, at the very minimum, you probably just get more experience in scrap playing with other people, and it might even be more honor and stuff like that, like toward season or something like that.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Alright, so we're about to get into the actual gameplay and some of the stuff during gameplay, but before we do that, the game has leaderboards, which are time-based, really, and it's how quickly can you get through. But we've got a screenshot. Yeah, we've got a screenshot for the end, and it shows, like, alright, so here's your time, then there's these scalers, so there's things that subtract from your time, which are good things, they help you, like kills,
Yeah.
headshots, executions, marks, and picking up cog tags. And then there's adders for MIA. I'm guessing that's if you have someone in your team who didn't complete a section. That adds to your time, which is bad, and then it scales based on difficulty. So higher difficulties are going to scale to better times, basically. Do you guys have anything to add on that whole scoring system?
Well, I did it on beginner, and I was able to run through the entire thing without killing anything. Close the door. All I had to do was take down the flock and whoever made it through the door, and I made it in 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Nice.
What was
but
your scale time?
The scale time was like in the 20s. So like it didn't even matter because like I had no kills or anything to like bring it down.
But like honestly, I think the screenshot I'm gonna pull up, if I remember correctly, it was like a 10-minute run, but it ended up being like a 22-minute, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
The one I took, it was an 18-minute, and then it
Oh,
went up
okay.
to 25.
Okay, so maybe that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop in and talk through your experiences. CJ, we'll start with you, because you went the first day. Dodger just went yesterday.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Wednesday, by the way, for anyone curious.
He went
Yeah.
Monday, I went Tuesday.
All right, so CJ, why don't you talk through your experience a little bit?
Okay, so when I got there, and we hopped on, they had 2 consoles running it, so and there was 3 people playing on one, so I hopped on the second one, and nothing had been earned on it yet. So with the difficulty modifiers, only the first 3 were even available to pick.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to play with one and beat it to even unlock the ability to play with the 4th one, and then I'd play with that one, had to beat it in order to unlock the next one, and so on and so forth. So most of my time was spent unlocking the difficulties,
That's interesting.
because I got stuck on the health regen one for a while because it's OP, and it was just me and a relatively inexperienced person.
Yeah. Huh.
So
You want to talk about why the health regen one was OP?
yeah, on the regular enemies like the drones and stuff, it was like I hardly noticed a difference. But then as soon as you get to any of the like mini boss characters, I'll say like the warden or the flock too was such a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But the warden first, when he puts up his maces in front of his face, you can only hit him in his face unless you have like explosion damage of some sort. But as soon as he blocks his face, you basically can't hurt him. Like I could get a bullet like underneath every now and then, like if like as he walked, they'd kind of move like this, and I could kind of like hit his chin as they like lifted a little bit. But one bullet, every couple seconds does definitely not counteract the health regen he was getting.
Yeah,
because I hit him with 2 boom shots, took him down to less than half health, and then he blocked his face and regen to full health in about 7 seconds.
So that was one of the questions I had when watching some of the footage, was, so the warden is not able to be damaged at all except for the face?
Or explosive damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, like, shock grenades and stuff like that?
It
honestly,
definitely
didn't even
affects
try.
him, but he can still kind of like walk through it.
Okay.
But it still damages him quite a bit when his helmet is off, because that's also something. You can't damage him, because like your damage, like if I remember correctly, like with the hammer burst, like each bullet was like 2 damage or something as you're hitting his helmet. But once it's off, like yeah, you can go to town on him with the head.
Interesting. So what else stood out to you, CJ?
One of the guys at the store actually gave me this tip that the Cryo Gun works really well on the flock.
Really?
Yeah. So we ended up he hopped in at one point, and we did a 3-man, and he brought that from and you only get one at the it's the first big encounter, like,
Yeah.
and then you have to take that all the way to the end, and it's a heavy weapon, so you're like lugging that thing around. He brought it all the way to the end and just straight up froze the flock like mid tornado.
Are you able to... Do you have enough ammo to use it on the warden and the flock?
No, I had ulted the warden to kill that,
Okay.
so we didn't touch. We didn't use it on him.
What about
'Cause no, you wouldn't.
the ammo regen perk? Does that give heavy weapon ammo?
No.
No.
Nor grenades.
I
Not
take
even-
the explosive boxes.
It's basically the ammo thing gives primary and pistol ammo. So Lancer, Gnasher, Hammer Burst, Enforcer, and the pistols and stuff like that.
Okay.
It does not regen long shot.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it does Marxa, but
Speaking
I
of
know
the,
it doesn't do boom shot.
Speaking of the Marxa though, so do you guys get to use that at all?
I had
Yes.
picked it up, but then I immediately died,
Okay.
so I didn't get to use it.
So Dodger, what did you think of the Marxa compared to previous games?
it is definitely a slow firing weapon that for accuracy you can't just like pa 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 because
Is it more like Judgment?
no, it's more like Gears 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What did it have less ammo? Like the I forgot how much does Gears 4 have? I don't think I've picked up a Marksman in a long time.
I think it's like 6 shots or something.
Yeah, 6 shots. So it's the same as Gears 4. Yeah.
Okay. Scope on it?
It's just a cross basically.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like the long shot, but like you do like the zoom in and whatnot.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Crosshairs?
Honestly, I hardly even noticed. Like it took me like someone like I think you were talking about it in our chat, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? They might have been a little different because I honestly hardly noticed.
I mean, as someone viewing it, it was instantly clear to me, like, oh my god, they changed the crosshairs. But it's also one of those things that when you're playing, it's like, are you really gonna notice it that much?
I mean, I like the Boltok one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was playing Mac a lot, so yeah, I was using the Boltok, and that thing is a powerhouse.
Yeah. So how
like compared to the other ones, like unless Keegan gets like a fully upgraded snub, because specifically with his, he can get like a damage boost on his snub.
Yeah. I imagine there will be a Boltok boost one too, though.
I don't know because
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. That might be a little OP, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm just saying like it I'm just gonna say on master difficulty when we finally froze the warden, we were all shooting him, but my Boltok was doing a lot of damage.
Huh.
Just saying, like, and on beginner difficulty, when his helmet's off, it 3-shots the warden, the Boltok.
Wow.
It 3-shots him. So
speaking of the new crosshair type things, what do you think of the hit markers and the damage values and stuff? Do you guys like those?
I don't like the damage values at all. I immediately like it looked way too cartoony. I was like, oh gosh, no, I gotta turn that off. I don't mind health bars. I actually think it's kind of convenient.
Yeah.
But yeah, the numbers I wanted to turn off right away.
I think it would be really well when you're facing off against like bosses or whatnot, like the carrier or the snatcher, like in Horde or whatnot, because there's a lot of times where it's just like, shouldn't he be dead already? Like,
Yeah.
like how much more do we have to keep on laying into him?
I
or whatnot,
really,
but
I like the health bar thing for these co-op modes. I don't think it's going to be in multiplayer. I really hope it's not.
well, I mean,
Well, they already
I
tell
don't
you
know,
how much
I'm-
damage you did if you die, so.
Right, but
Yeah.
I kind of, the numbers wouldn't be too bad, but the health bar I definitely don't want to see in multiplayer.
I mean, I've been playing too much Destiny 2 and Division 2 and whatnot,
Yeah.
so like I'm 100% like used to damage number popping up. Though I think they could be a little bit smaller
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, they're kind of
But
obnoxious.
they do help a lot with because I know you've been doing a lot of like in the past, like with Horde, like a lot of damage values.
Yeah.
Where you have like you're shooting a guy, then you have to die and whatnot. Well, in this one, like a hammer burst on a juvie does 40 to the body, but with an active it does 50.
Yeah, and it's easy to tell
stuff
that
like
type
that,
of
so.
stuff. So I would definitely plan on having the numbers on to start with. If they're annoying, I might turn them off. But like if I'm doing something new, I'll probably turn it on to be like, oh, if I shoot them there with this gun, what does it do? Or if I do that, like just sort of tune myself to like what I should be doing. But then I'll probably turn them off. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to play the Division a lot, and I played Destiny 1, and like I got used to showing numbers, so it's probably not that big of a deal.
Yeah, just that they could be a little bit smaller.
What about
'cause
the hit markers though?
I like them. And I know you are over the rainbow for the Nasher and the Overkill.
Did you guys
pellets?
Did you get to experience that much?
Especially, I mean, yes, when I had the Overkill against the Flock, yes, you definitely see that.
Because it's really cool how it like shows you on a per pellet basis, how many how many pellets are hitting. I think that's like an awesome thing they're doing because people used to complain about that all the time, and you would break down the video and be like, "Oh, well, you missed these pellets."
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep looking at my notes here, but CJ, is there anything else like special about your playthroughs you wanted to talk about?
Well, do we want to talk about the new damage indicators while we're on this topic?
What do you mean
Like
by
the
that?
how it's not an omen
Oh,
now.
yeah, I
Oh,
completely
yeah.
forgot about that. Okay,
Yeah.
player health, not enemy health. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I didn't like it the first time I saw it. It's grown on me a little bit, but you guys have actually played, so what do you think?
I can't say I like it or dislike it anymore. It's just different. It still functions well enough. Like you can tell when you're getting hurt. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they meant to have it so like you have like this like tunnel vision or something. So like you're only seeing like the person in front of you or whatnot. I guess that would be the more like I don't know, like canon reason for it.
yeah, because
something,
it
but-
starts like when you're full red, you can't see the corners of your screen. Like it is like you see like
Yeah.
a circle.
And it does tell you where you're getting shot at too, like because like the
Yeah.
omen would kind of fill up on like the bottom if you're getting hit from behind or whatnot. But I mean, I don't not like it, but I'm not in love with it. You know,
Okay.
just like
Yeah,
okay.
same.
We'll see how it works out.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, emotes. Did you guys figure those out at all?
I couldn't figure it out. So
So, wait,
on default,
Is it
on
pressing
the
the
default
stick?
setting, it's right stick, and that you're holding it, and then the D-pad is what you use.
Okay.
I figured it was going to be a stick. Okay. Those are interesting.
They only gave us access to one, right? The thumbs
Yeah,
up,
just the
I
one,
think,
just the-
or waving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so this is the last thing in my notes before I let you guys just continue talking about stuff. M-bar and long shot. Did they have laser sights on them when you're charging the M-bar and aiming with the long shot?
Not for me. No, I think it's only for enemies.
Yeah, no, I don't recall seeing it when cause I picked up an M bar and used it. I don't recall seeing a laser.
Did you?
Nope.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
there isn't.
seeing a laser when the enemies were using it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every time.
Okay, interesting. So M-bar was when they were charging it, right?
Yeah.
Long.
I mean the whole way through. Yeah.
But like was it even when they were just aiming, or only when they were charging it?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if I don't remember that distinction.
Okay.
I want to say it
but-
was just when they were charging, but
And
they
then-
would, but they also would just hold it and not shoot. They would just charge up, let it go, charge it, let it go. So I think
Oh.
I was seeing it a lot, but I was hearing them charge it a lot.
And then long
Yeah.
shot was whenever they were aiming or something.
Aiming. Yep.
Okay.
It's the new like bright light or something.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a multiplayer because then all of a sudden you see like this like
Yeah.
you're just minding your own business, then all of a sudden you see like oh,
Laser
shit.
sight, yeah.
Dude, when I first saw the M-bar on some footage, I was like, oh my god, did they bring back the one shot? Because I just heard this like charging up noise and a red line going.
Oh.
I was like, oh my god, the one shot.
Yeah.
I was like,
It'd be
oh,
awesome
wait,
to
M-bar.
use against like a warden or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, well, so that's the end of my notes. So CJ, continue. If there's
I don't
anything,
remember. Oh well, I guess something
Your
that
character's pistol sucks.
yeah.
the talent.
The Talon pistol, like it is. Oh, and the Enforcer, it sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the recoil
At
on
least in
it's
Escape.
so bad.
At least in Escape. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not good. So
Like-
something I do want to talk about though is how what difficulty you're on affects what weapons enemies spawn with.
Yep.
So when you're on beginner or have just one modifier on, all you're pretty much ever gonna see are the enemies having hammer bursts and maybe a couple enforcers, and then when you get to the last encounter, you'll see M bars. I think that's it.
I think only 2 M bars too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
overkills start spawning when you start closing the door.
Yeah.
The other thing
Um,
that you brought up before we started recording was so there's the different mutators which add difficulty to it, like double enemy health and stuff like that. But the
Yep.
more mutators you have on, it seems like it also increases enemy health and enemy damage and stuff.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we just forgot to mention that, so I wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't spend a whole lot of time. I only did pretty much one modifier at a time, and then I just tried master. And then by then I had been playing for like about 3 hours, so I was like, alright, I gotta go.
Yep.
But yeah, I can imagine if you like. I wonder if how it scales though. Like if you turn on everything, but enemy damage increased. I wonder if that would be the same as just turning on damage increase for them, like how much it gets increased by.
I'm pretty sure it's just straight up like how many bonfires depends on how like what the damage increase, and then it's also doubled like once you have that.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually specify like double damage or whatever. It just says increased. And they probably did it for that reason.
Yeah.
But when we tried Master, that was when like in the first little encounter, because normally you'll pass a couple of the rejects, and then you get to an encounter with 2, maybe 3 dudes, and there were probably 4 dudes here, and one of them had a long shot, one of them had a hammer burst, and
one had a Nasher probably.
Not for me, not yet.
Not that one. Okay.
No, we managed to clear that room. So
sometimes he does spawn though with a Nasher on that side one.
Yeah. We managed to clear that and get into the first actual big encounter room, and immediately this dude spawned to the right and flanked us, and I was like, oh, he has a Nasher. So I went up to him, and because he was shooting at one of my other teammates, we had some random guy joined us, so we had 3 people for this. I came up to his side and started meleeing him, and he legit, the game, like, I don't know if it just glitched or what, he disappeared, teleported behind me, one shot down me, one shot down one of my teammates, one shot down my other teammates.
Obviously a hack. Us. I mean, come on, Coalition, why aren't you banning this guy? Obvious hack. Come on.
Yeah, it was like, Nasher's powerful.
Oh yeah. Even in your hands though, like
well, I never got to use it. I just died to it.
I mean, but no, even on like experience, where like you have like the two modifiers and whatnot, like it like if you're right up on somebody, it one shots them.
Yeah. I saw a video on Twitter of someone doing up A with it. Like he one shot over.
On beginner difficulty, like.
Well, it couldn't have been a beginner because I couldn't get a Nasher to spawn a beginner, but.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
What else was there I wanted to talk about?
Grenade. Oh, grenade throw distance is definitely. Grenades feel a lot heavier.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's like I was pretending if it was like wait, why is it like right on my feet? Like, dang, I have to like really throw this.
Yeah. So
is it just? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I was changing slightly.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, Dodger, did you notice frag grenade radius almost seems increased a little bit?
Yes. Like I was like, okay, I'll get these 2 guys, but then I killed the 3rd guy, and I was like, oh, okay.
Nice. Well, like I was trying a new tactic where when I had the health regen on, enemy health regen, I stuck the warden, and then rolled away.
That's a bold move.
Yeah. Well, I was like, well, fuck it, let's see what happens, right? So I stuck him. I want to say it took both of my grenades out of my inventory. I could be wrong, but I stuck him and then rolled back and tried to run away and got gibbed full death.
Oh.
So
on what difficulty?
I think there was just one modifier, just enemy health regen.
Oof, experience.
But I mean, he died too.
Yeah.
But I got full dead, and I had rolled away and was running. So.
Dang.
I think they increased the frag grenade radius for sure.
Yeah.
And then I remember the other thing I want to talk about real quick was the I did still they kept in the pulling enemies over cover and then stabbing them.
Yeah.
As well as I did the melee beatdown and execution a bunch of times. I got murdered for it a bunch, but it's still worth it to just get down there and start beating someone's face in. I do wish they'd bring back the arm rip, but you know.
They might.
Which they might because there's multiple executions.
Yeah,
and
true.
I really want them to have both the arm rips.
Yeah, the beta one where he's like back and forth.
Yeah.
Where like they'll have like the first one will be like just arm rip, and then there's beast down, and then like the legendary one will be like mind the backhand, and it'll be like you're doing.
No, the legendary one is the like coming in the air tonight, where he takes off both arms and drum solos.
That would be kind of cool. Like he just like steps on your back and like just rips both arms off or something.
So, Dodger, before we get into your experience, one thing I realized that we forgot to talk about is the way it actually plays. So, you get out of your pod, or you cut your way out, you go through, and basically this toxic mist stuff is following you, so you have to stay ahead of that. And you make it to a safe room, maybe another safe room, depends on how big the scenario is, and then you get to the escape thing and get in a Raven. But along the way, there's some like side rooms to restock, but they're kind of are they all like kind of out of the way? So
I mean, they're out of the way, but it's not like you're going down this super long hallway.
Right.
Like, it takes maybe 10 seconds.
But it's like, oh god, I need to stop over
and it's
here.
It's usually an interactive button that opens up a door. That then you go into the room too. And sometimes even in the room you click another button. Is.
And, but the larger safe rooms that they have, those are like checkpoints, right?
Checkpoints.
Yeah.
Yep. So, like, if you die at the end, you go back to that checkpoint.
So I guess a couple questions that I have is, one, on Iron Man, are those still checkpoints? Because, like, you know, Gears 4, you actually had to restart the whole thing if you failed Iron Man. So, do you remember
Honestly,
that?
I didn't wipe when I did have Iron Man on, so I don't know.
Dodger?
Well, when we beat the Warden once, we were actually able to get all the way down to the flock and whatnot, but we died, but we did go back to the checkpoint.
You did go to the checkpoint?
Yep.
Okay.
Was that on Master?
Yeah. That was
Actually,
on Master.
Come to think of it, maybe it's because... Yeah, I guess we hadn't reached the checkpoint yet, because when we died...
Yeah, because Iron Man, all it says is that you can't respawn.
Right.
So...
And that was... Oh, go ahead.
I'm trying to think when... Well, I guess I just never wiped that soon, because when we died to that Nasher in the first big encounter room, like the only option we had was go back to lobby.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it didn't let you just like start from the beginning?
Unfortunately,
well, no,
not.
because it's just it's just the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but it seems weird that it would make you go to the lobby instead of just like restart from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was because of Iron Man or because that's just how it's built.
And then so the safe rooms. If you make it to the safe room, but somebody has died, do they respawn? Will they respawn in the safe room, or do you have to go to the pod to get them?
A pod. Yep.
So what if CJ dies and you and I make it to the safe room? Will it not close or something unless we go back and get him out of the pod?
I never did press the prompt when somebody was outside, but the the action button was still there.
Because I'm curious if they would just like teleport inside.
No, they'll probably die from the venom and then they pop up in a
next
pod
pod
somewhere
next
down the
pod.
way.
I don't know.
I noticed. I didn't try pressing the button either, but I noticed the characters call out like I'm in the room, and then the other one said wait for me, and then ran in.
There was one time that I made it into the room and I was just standing there, and the guy was like, push the goddamn button. I'm like, oh, my bad. And I'm by myself, and my character just tells me, basically, push the goddamn button. Like, oh.
Nice.
My bad.
Alright, Dodger, on to you. You want to talk about your experiences?
I appreciate the guys from Chicago playing with me, because there wasn't that many people in Orlando doing that, and if they were passerbys, and they sucked. They didn't know how to roadie run.
Did you guys have mics for the people in Chicago, or?
Nope. It was all just. I mean, I guess we could have gone to like maybe a party chat or something.
Yeah.
Because it was Xbox. We could have easily done that.
Yeah.
But no. How it plays was really well. It's very much like Gears 4, but I mean it is a beta. Maybe there'll be some. Or I don't think it's even it was a demo.
It was a demo.
Yeah.
A very limited demo, and whatnot. But was it? Yeah, I didn't like Lanny at all. The Blade one, like her ultimate's awesome, but just like all her things is just like a melee base. Like her, like if you assassinate, you can get more ammo, but it's like it says like 1 out of every 5, and I'm pretty sure that. When it says 1 in 5, it means on the 5th person you'll get a 1. Because every time, like it's like I didn't even get an ammo thing. But it's very limited ammo. It's like the small little ammo thing. But like she's only like her only playstyle is her ultimate. Is getting her ultimate and using it to either on the Warden or just a huge group of ads. But even then, you're not invincible. I'm pretty sure you don't get extra, armor resistance.
No, and you can still get stunned as a Zuzi too. It's a pain.
Yep. There were multiple times when like you're mashing B, whether it's like the flock, the leech guy is on you, you just press B to stab it, or when there is a swarm drone on top of you, like you're trying to like get out. And then the sire.
Yeah, I was about to say the sires too, right?
So one of my first attempts on advanced, trying to solo advanced, I was able to get to it. I could not kill the flock until I was able to get like the 6 boom shots and whatnot. So I was able just to like bum rush it.
Yeah.
And then like the door's closing, and this motherfucking sire comes out. I'm trying to shoot him.
Surprise!
I'm running out of ammo. And he's dragging me back into the venom, right? He actually gets me into a headlock, but you can mash B on that, but it is a very, very long B. And like my thumb was hurting. Like I had to switch like but
So wait, can you actually
like,
get out of it on your own?
The thing is that I thought I did, but then he ripped my head off. So maybe I was like a split second too late, but yeah, he just...
So maybe you can't. Maybe that's just pressing B is delaying it. You need someone to save you?
That's what it seemed like to me, because it's the same thing when sometimes you'll have a guy get on top of you and try to do an execution on you, and you can like do a press B thing, and then if someone else comes up, they'll get like an execute animation
yeah,
thing.
it might be.
And it was pretty cool too, because what the saving person will go behind him and like stab him in the shoulder, and when they do that, the person on the bottom grabs a knife out of their leg and like stabs them up in the chest or something, and then you just flump them over and they help each other up.
Ooh.
So
what? That's awesome.
Do you think that multiplayer is going to have the like Gears 3 style type thing where if someone's doing an execution on you, but they haven't actually done the killing move yet, you're not dead and someone could save you? Like
Maybe.
Gears 1, if you
Wait, it was like that in Gears 3?
No, Gears 1, sorry.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah.
Gears 1,
like,
you wanted
the
to curb stomp somebody, but your foot hasn't hit their head yet. Yeah, I'm curious
That'd
if
be awesome.
Gears 4 is going to have like that whole saving during an execution thing.
it's possible.
I
mean,
still think that, I guess, like after like maybe 5 seconds of a meat shield, like you haven't respawned yet and somebody like snipes them or something, you should be able to go on. But, yeah, because all they're doing is picking you up. Why do you die? but yeah.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Or at the very least, go down but not out again, like back where you were
Oh, yeah.
when they picked you up.
Yeah.
So, what else?
But, so we tried Master. Went with the guys with Chicago, because, again, there wasn't really that many people there. The guy at the Microsoft store was able to, like they had, like, this group chat or something with everyone else, and they were able to set that up. We failed a lot, like, probably about a dozen times, until we got to the Warden. Failed 5 times on the Warden specifically. Finally was able to get the thing, get it down with the cryo cannon, able to freeze him, get his helmet off, and just bum rush, shooting him, and then freezing him again before he thawed. Finally was able to kill him. Venom was basically on our ass at this point. So we're rushing through. We barely have enough time to even get the ammo on the 2 side doors before the final room. And we go and like the flock kills us in 15 seconds tops and whatnot.
I saw you message me. You said the flock got you. You guys didn't get outside and have the flock get you. You guys had the flock.
We were at the top of the encounter. We were going to. I didn't have the boom shot, but I'm pretty, because he was using a boom shot a lot on the Warden, so he probably had no more than 1 or 2.
Okay.
And with enemy regen, that flock is.
Crazy.
But
enemy regen on the flock would be a pain.
But there is a lose encounter after the door closes. Is the flock's outside?
Right.
I'm solo. I run out of ammo. I have nothing to do against the flock, and I'm there for
melee.
I'm there for maybe like a minute and a half, just like dancing around it, trying to like just melee it, and then mission failed.
Oh, interesting.
I'm still alive. The flock's still like flying around me and stuff like that, but the mission failed. Like, oh.
So I had this happen too. So we got outside, and this was on the run where we were trying to do the enemy health regen, And we just as soon as we got to that last room, we just sprinted outside, got the doors to close, and then the flock. There was a couple enemies after we killed them, and then the flock was outside, and we didn't have any power weapons, and we both ran out of ammo. The flock ended up killing me, and then about a minute or so after that, Mission failed, and I asked the dude, I was like, wait, so like, do you have to kill that thing in a certain amount of time? And he said, as far as he's aware, it's actually a bug. It's supposed to be either you die or the flock dies. But you do, like, a mission victory condition is killing the flock.
Yeah, because I watched some footage yesterday, I think, and they were outside shooting at the flock for quite a long time. Like, it took them a really long time to actually kill it.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a bug. I don't know.
Maybe it's because, like, you didn't shoot it long enough or something, or it's just like, oh, well, the mission failed.
The other weird thing I had happen was while it was outside and the doors were closed, after probably a minute or so before, because we were both alive for about a minute, and then I died, and then it was another minute or so, and then it said failed. And before I died, I was getting shot through the door. The enemies that we didn't kill, that were still on the other side of the door, were shooting me through the door.
Nice.
So, there is a couple things to cover they give you, but like we were trying to, I had my back to the door because we were looking at the flock.
Yeah.
And I start getting shot in the back, and I look over and I can see the light from the gun burst shooting off through the door. So I don't know.
I definitely heard like a whole bunch of enemies on the door, but never about them actually shooting me through the door. Dang.
Yeah, I don't know if that's part of the bug or what, but.
Yeah.
Another gameplay, when the flock does its little tornado thing, it actually sucks you in.
Yes.
Yeah, like, it'll, like, just bring you in, and it'll just...
Cool.
It does also suck in grenades, though. So, because I did that, I threw a grenade, and I watched the indicator go, whoop, and just...
That's awesome.
Yep, took grenades right in.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's probably a really easy way to...
Shock.
That's probably an easy way to kill them, right?
Mm-hmm. Or at least,
assuming they don't have regen on.
I mean, if you throw like 2 or 3 grenades, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Huh.
Just blitz them. Was it like to unlock all the modifiers? You don't have to do like, you have to do like these 4 to unlock the 5th, these 5 to unlock the 6th.
No,
you just have to do the 5th one to unlock the 6th, and the 6th one.
That's kind of annoying, though, but...
Like, to unlock Iron Man, I just had to do just the Venom one, which was easy enough with no other modifiers.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even a problem, like, just the 2 times speed with no other modifiers.
Oh,
yeah, the enemy regen is probably the worst in all scenarios.
Yeah.
Ammo starvation can be trouble for certain items like the boom shot.
Yeah.
Where instead of 2 per... Oh yeah, and there's like explosive ammo crates instead of just like regular ammo crates. Instead of 2, you only get 1. Was it?
It didn't even occur to me that... So those boxes give you boom shot ammo?
Yeah. Yes, like the red ones. The red ones.
Yeah,
the red ones gives you explosive, so it'll give you a grenade and then whatever explosive.
I didn't realize it was. I just thought it was grenades. I just thought it was a grenade box. I didn't realize it would give you explosive. That's cool. Okay.
You were picking it up when you didn't have the boom shot.
Well, I just picked it up. I think I picked it up before I grabbed the boom shot. Is what it was. But.
Okay.
Something else I do want to mention is when you have the. I guess it's not. I guess it could be any time, but especially I noticed it when I had the venom speed doubled. If you get to that last encounter room, and the venom hits that room, the door starts closing.
Yep.
So I guess you could theoretically lose by not making it out that door in time.
Yeah.
So because like we started running out there and the door was like half closed. Like it was almost like we barely made it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, but it was cool to feel. But it was like it's definitely an extra challenge. Besides just the fact that the venom hurts you.
The doors will actually kill a swarm guy if he gets smashed by it.
Oh, really?
However, it doesn't show the smash. He just kind of like fades into it, but then you hear him die.
Oh.
I was like, no, it should just turn to giblets at the very end. But
I was worried about that because I had the mace from the warden, and I saved it for that door so I could just stand in the doorway and just like destroy everything that came through. But it kind of lunges you forward a little bit every time you swing, and I almost like stood in the door and I stopped attacking. So I was like, I don't want to get squished.
Does that thing have ammo, by the way?
It's just like a it doesn't have a number. It's just a bar, and as you use it, it
Okay, so it does
decreases then.
decrease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But there's this one video I saw which was freaking awesome. Like, as the door is about to close, like, there's this one guy who's downed, so the guy does the execution with it and flings him through the door right before it closes. So, like, get back in there.
Nice.
Like, he's already dead, but, like, get back in there. I was like, that's how you finish it. That was really good.
Yeah.
So I got a question about the mini map. It
Yes.
shows the Venom on the map, and it shows like a light green and a dark green, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Light green is, like, the ash and whatnot. And it gets more and more intense the closer you get to the actual Venom.
Does it hurt you at all when you're...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, not that one.
There's, like, this sound, like a rustling sound, like, with wind, but, like...
Yeah,
it's,
okay. So
Yeah,
it's like a
and the
warning.
characters will say things in
Like,
game.
we're too close to the Venom.
Yeah, like if you don't want to die of poison death, we got to get moving.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool.
Oh, and there's one time, they like to talk in the safe room and whatnot, like, just a little hint, and one of the times Mac talked about Hoffman.
Really?
I'm talking about, like, how, like, Hoffman, man, what was it, like, he sent him, like, I'm gonna need to talk to, like, Hoffman about, like, this mission or something like that, and blah blah blah. But yeah, and then Lana talked about, like, the brigade or something, which is, like, in her bio or whatnot, talking about, like, she wants to get back to, like, to find people from her, like, brigade battalion. But yeah.
All right. Well, we're coming up on an hour now.
Woo!
So let's wrap it up. You guys want to give like your final thoughts or whatever on it?
I like each of the character classes in Escape, though I haven't said this before, but they don't seem to have any type of synergy, especially like with the passive abilities. But you know, each class by itself is pretty good.
Yeah, like you mean sort of like I guess Destiny did have some synergy, but they had the orbs, which really like helped.
Like, really, the only synergy is in Keegan's passive ability, where he marks people, and then when Leah does an execution on that enemy, you give him ammo, and then Leah has the potential to get more ammo. But like, that's really like the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah. Any other closing thoughts, guys?
I'm excited to build my own map. But other than
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, that's
gonna be
a
sweet.
lot of. That's gonna be freaking awesome.
And I guess I'll add they're apparently adding more mutators. The 7 that they showed are just 7 of them. There's going to be more, so there's different options for different things.
Hopefully, Big Head. And
that is one thing I've noticed is there's no easy mutators.
yeah,
So
who knows?
yeah. All right. Well, that was a nice discussion. I enjoyed that. I learned a lot. Hopefully, the people watching learned a lot. Dodger, CJ, thanks for joining. Glad you guys got to go experience the game for yourself. Disappointed I didn't get to.
Yeah, I
Good.
mean it's can't wait for that multiplayer demo coming out soon.
Yeah, one more month.
and then the Horde event in August.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Bye.
Later.